Guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we are still away on vacation at the moment. It's probably going to be the last video that I record because I didn't want to record the abomination in South America yesterday. I mean, it was some half decent. I watched glimpses of it. It was definitely better than the previous monthly final, but this time around we got FUT versus NOVO. So, I mean, I didn't want to like ruin anything, or I mean, you would have seen by the thumbnail already. Spoiler that FUT would have beat Humboldt in the semi-finals, which was not really that insane because FUT just completely destroyed them. So maybe when I get back in a couple of days' time, I can go over that if you guys want to see that. But for now, we have NOVO versus FUT. So yeah, FUT and Humboldt are quite clearly the two best teams inside of EMEA and maybe the world right now. So them being on the same side of the bracket is really good for a team like NOVO, Totem. We have Team Heretics as well, that all of them fighting for those Worlds and LCQ spots. Na'Vi as well, not qualifying. Definitely really liking this. I think they would have preferred Totem going further, but yeah, leaves the race for LCQ at least open now. You know, NOVO pretty much and Totem cemented their spot at World Finals, I believe, as long as they qualify for the next monthly final. So yeah, still a lot on the line. And let's see if NOVO can like cement themselves at the World Final spot. So in terms of bans and everything, and I've not really taken a look. So FUT have banned Leon and Edgar. What FUT are doing a lot of the time is target bans. That's exactly how you should use global bans, by the way. I think Humble made a bit of an error banning a few of the meta brawlers rather than, you know, target bans, for example, like a Ruffs. Exactly, well, literally they're right there. Like NOVO done right there. A target ban towards Ruffs is fantastic. So a lot of brawlers banned out. That's why you never see typically, you should, okay, Frank as a last pick for FUT. That's why you typically don't never see, you know, 8-Bit's broken, Surge is broken, you know, Star Nova's broken. You never see these brawlers in draft whatsoever. Growth has been banned out a lot as well. Growth is pretty strong in the meta, like on the cusp of S tier. And then, I mean, this is just interesting. I've just been waffling, not even been considering too much the draft right here, but let's take a look and see how it fares off. So Frank is an interesting one. It's actually pretty good into Poker Max because of the lack of damage, but they can feed a lot of max supers. So I mean, I've been watching most of the monthly final whilst on the sunbed, and well, glimpses of some matches. Some matches I watched all of it, but what I was really frustrated about, especially after watching like Big, for example, or even like Humble, I think especially Big, what they were doing is they were picking counters to meta brawlers. Like, man, with fantastic goal by Juice, by the way, but as I was saying, they were picking counters to brawlers. So like Max still going like Pearl early on in the draft, I think, or Lola early in the draft. But why don't you just pick the meta brawler? Like, yeah, Max can be countered, but like look at that. That's just a perfect example. That's one of the things I was trying to like, it was in my head and I was going to make a point about before this game even started, and that's exactly why. Like, yes, you can pick counters to Max, but with buffies in play, it's a lot harder because there's obviously not a lot of brawlers. Not everyone in the game has a buffy, so it's definitely a lot harder to counter a brawler right now when they're just so powerful with buffies. You know, 2 invincibility gadgets is just completely broken with the Max, but I think FUT should be able to respond here and get a goal. So Damien and Frank in combination is very, very scary because now you have Damien super. I think FUT should, actually no, he hasn't got it, but FUT should be able to walk this one in pretty soon. Okay, this is the time for NOVO to try something right now. I mean, I'm very surprised that NOVO even scored like as fast as they did. I mean, if you think about it, FUT really lacked the damage outside of Lou, but so did NOVO. So both teams lack the damage, but I think FUT have a bit more firepower. Angel Boy's going to chain a lot of supers here. Does manage to get the kill because of the chain reaction, but Nob's going to probably walk this in unless Chester gets the stun. He doesn't get it, and FUT are just going to walk this one in. I mean, this is why I don't know if we've seen any Brawl Ball this monthly final. A lot of teams are not picking Brawl Ball. I mean, this is FUT's map pick as well. This is one thing that I feel the casters haven't picked up on too much, is this new mechanic with map selections. We saw Semantic openly say on Twitter that he doesn't really like the map selection. I was even talking to Semantic on the first month, which they came a part of BSC, and he was already a bit like pessimistic, mainly because I don't like what it can lead to quite often is just a team will just way more prepare and draft than the other team, and they'll just win. It won't happen every single time, but that also just makes like outdrafts more common. It's a little bit more boring for the average viewer, and especially more frustrating as the pro player. But I guess once we get a bit more data, we'll be able to see. I mean, that's a fantastic gadget by Nob and nearly slots that one in, but it doesn't even matter now. The combination and the team play from FUT overall is just a step above everything else. And is that like a France flag in the middle there? I mean, they're probably going to win the World Cup as well. But here we go. Hypercharge from Max, Hypercharge from Poco as well. Hypercharge from Frank. I believe his Hypercharge Super is bugged, by the way. I think it has an increased range when it really shouldn't have. That's taken a lot of damage for Frank to go down, but that should be an easy walk in for Nova, I presume. Yes, guess he's going to keep that in. And now things get interesting. If Nova are to win this monthly final, they need to get this first set and they need to ride momentum. Angel Boy's going to jump in here, but I think Poco should be able to deal with that. Maybe not. Angel Boy's just going to go in. That's a team wipe. And FUT are going to win the first set. So, yeah, I mean, it wasn't like exactly convincing, but they got the win in the end, and that's what good teams do. I mean, can anyone really stop FUT at this point in time? I don't know. All right, guys, jumping into set number 2, then we have, what is the map? Gold Arm Gulch. So this is the map selection from Novo. It's very important to point that out, I believe, because this is the type of map. I mean, actually no, because now it's changed. So normally that you're thinking, especially from a worst off team, no disrespect to Novo, is they wouldn't have prepared grand final maps. If you guys are unaware, teams before the half, so pretty much the last 4 years, you'd get told the maps being played in each round, so then you could practice. But right now it is just literally, I mean, in theory it does sound good. Again, things might change as time goes on. I really liked the idea of map pick and ban. I think this happens in other esports. I don't really watch a lot of other ones, but definitely for Call of Duty it happens. They like ban a map and then they pick a map, for example, and that tends to work out pretty well. Maybe just players haven't adjusted too well, but anyways, this should be, what I'm saying, is a good draft for Novo. So Gene first pick is just pretty solid into everything, right? It is knockout. So interestingly, Daryl is banned out. Daryl is a great last pick on pretty much any knockout map. We see Byron and Charlie banned out. So you can see that FUT have gone for like good 2 free bans, and then they've gone with the last pick, because I don't think the last pick is all that important on knockouts. So I feel like FUT could be able to capitalize here on a 4-5 pick. So what is a good counter to Damien and Max? I'm actually interested to see here, because I'm a bit out of it in terms of the general meta right now. Of course, I've been away for, what, 10 days now, really trying to lock in right here. So Lou has been a brawler that is, I think I brought Lou in the S tier, didn't I, or A tier. Very, very strong brawler in this meta, and they've gone with Kit. So interestingly, there's actually no synergy here. What do you go into the Kit to counter it? We could go Poco anti-stun could actually be a really good counter to this, because it counters out Lou, it counters out the Kit stun, so it could be pretty interesting. And I think it actually counters, no, does it counter out Gene Pool? I don't think it counters Gene Pool. That's, I think, Frank's gadget I was alluding to. But it'd be interesting to see what they go. They could, yeah, I don't know what they're going to go. I really, Meeple. Okay, Meeple's half decent into this actually, but the problem is Gene is good into Meeple. Do FUT have the damage to contain a Damien? I'm not entirely sure. But I think they pick Kit to stop them from going Kit would be my presumption. I don't know why. I mean, the thing about Kit and Knockout, Kit was really dangerous in Knockout and Bounty for a long time, but now with, I think, Lou in the meta, and you got Finks with the gadget that pros were starting to figure out a couple of weeks ago, you've seen Kit work a lot less in Knockout, but yeah, with Damien it is very, very dangerous. I think both teams are fine with Damien being open. He's a very, very strong brawler, but he also has his weaknesses. I'm not too sure if his bug's been fixed. I don't think his bug has been fixed, by the way. Your third attack has 0 unload, so it makes Damien a very good brawler. The thing here with Meow, he's got to be a bit careful that Kit doesn't just jump on and then Lou deals a lot of damage. I mean, Kit has good synergy with Lou, really high DPS brawler. I think Meeple should be good there. Okay, Filippo's just managed to stay alive, gets the kill. Angel Boy misses that jump though, and this could prove costly. Okay, they're going to win the first round. I mean, against the Kit, typically you do win the first round, but then again, Damien in the first round is pretty dangerous. Well, not dangerous, it's dangerous to have the Damien because, well, for you, because you can't build up that super. What I'm trying to say, I'm bloody waffling too much. I've not been recording videos, okay? But yeah, it's normally hard to build up your Damien super is what I'm trying to say, and he's actually done it really well, Meow, to get it this early on, and you already sneaked up on him pretty efficiently. So It's interesting as well that Meow opts for the wall. A lot of the pros do like the wall. I was watching an Enraged watch along earlier on, well, watch party, and he was saying that he feels like it's a little bit better. I think for this map in particular, the wall probably is better, but I do agree. I do enjoy the heal gadget a lot more on Damien. I think the wall's better here just because there's no wall breaks and you can actually block off the opponents when the gas closes in. So I think that's the strategy revolving this. So I think the game plan here is to try and build up. Filippo can just keep moving to build up this max hype charge. I'm going to guess that, yeah, max hype charge is imminent. So now I think Damien will be able to use his super, but my guess is Filippo will pop it. No, he's going to pop it now, which okay, I'm a little bit surprised about. I thought maybe he might wait for, I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. I think Meow should be pretty good into this. I don't see a world where FUT win, and there we go. So Novo 1-0 up inside of this set. Much better from, I mean, not even much better because they were good in the Brawl Ball set as well. They did pretty well considering it wasn't their map. But yeah, this could be a common theme now with map selections, perhaps. I mean, the good teams can still win when it's not their map. We've seen that again with FUT. We saw it with FUT against Humble. Layer Cake, I don't know, I think it's a few small mistakes from Humble which you wouldn't usually see, but on the maps that FUT had, they just completely dominated Humble. I mean, Humble did make quite a few mistakes, but you get what I mean. Like, I think a team like FUT can just be so comfortable with a draft. I think this loose skin, the shots do look way bigger than they actually are. I know his, like it did just overextend there, no pun intended. But as I was saying, so I think that's kind of like a pay to win skin, I believe. Surely Angel Boy gets the kill onto Filippo. I mean, this is just a little bit more expected because, again, Meow hasn't got his super. So the thing is here, Meow doesn't really want to feed anybody here. Okay, good gadget there. Can he get his super? I mean, Gene has pool now. This is looking much better for FUT this time around. It's just very hard to deal with a kit, especially when you can just pop gadget at any point in time. It's a very frustrating brawler to face off against, but yeah, the gadget goes out. I mean, I get why people go box, but I think the second that you see somebody use box, you know, as Angel Boy, like you're licking your lips because you can just gadget at any point and probably get a sneak up onto the meeple and get a lot of value. So Filippo might go down here. The box can save him a little bit. Angel Boy's going to go for the jump, and I think just should be able to get that kill. Okay, gets the kill with a super. That is just interesting. It's all down to how close Meow is to super, and I don't think he's that close. I wasn't paying attention, but I think he used his super and didn't really get that much value. So he's been hit a few times here by the Gene, lose super as well. Gadget going to go down and save them a little bit here. Meow's going to get pulled, and just because of the power slap star power, funny enough, he actually manages to get the kill so convincingly. And wow, even these small little details from FUT, it's just insane. I mean, it's hard not to glaze these guys. Quite clearly right now, they are the best team in the world by far. I never didn't win Brawl Cup, but Guesty wasn't there. I think if Guesty was there, I think it would be a popular opinion that they probably would have won the LAN. I mean, there's still question marks because the Humble just seemed to turn it on inside of LAN, but it's kind of hard to think of a weakness with FUT right now. It really is. Like, it just seemed like the complete package. They can win. The sign of a good team is when they win with outdrafts, and it's even harder to win as, okay, Angel Boy messes up the kit jumps a few times already, but I think it's quite hard to keep up with Max. So another takedown here, and it's quite sad to see because I want a little bit of an upset here. It's quite sad to see because I think Novo, they could have probably like won Brawl Ball. There's a few glimpses there. They probably could have closed out the knockout, but the problem against FUT is that you make a small mistake and they just punish you every single time, and that's a sign of a good team. And they don't really make mistakes themselves. So, I mean, that literally talks for itself in terms of how good of a team they are. So, Kit's going to jump onto Lou here. I think, I mean, what can you realistically do in this situation? I think Filippo just needs to try and charge his hypercharge, and maybe they can get Damien to do something. I mean, it looks so convincing in the first round, and then I think FUT just like, I think the problem was actually from FUT is that they just fed Damien within the first, I don't know, 10 seconds of the round when I think Angel Boy tried to get his super from Damien, but it just didn't work out. I think you just got to leave Damien alone for as long as possible. In a game mode like Knockout, Damien can be countered. I mean, once the gas closes in, it's pretty hard, but it's all about not feeding his super. So that's why he's often left open for knockouts. So yeah, Nova this time around, they don't really want to do too much here until, I mean, that's just fantastic synergy from FUT there. It's just beautiful. I mean, Hypercharge is going to go out. Can he get another Hypercharge super? It's going to give me our super, and he's going to go in, but I don't think he's going to do all too much here. I guess he gets a double Hypercharge pull, and FUT are going to go 2-0 up. I mean, that's just an absolute masterclass. I mean, the Kit Gene synergy is insane. That used to be one synergy that was really, really strong when Kit first came out, and I've not seen it since. I mean, that was just beautiful. Let's go into probably the final. Guys, going into your third set here, like I said, probably the third one, considering I think this is a FUT map as well, so they would have prepared for this pretty well. I mean, Damien is left open. It just feels like one of those brawlers that you just got to play, but probably FUT are prepared for this. So in terms of other brawlers that are left open, you've still got Max that is left open, and Nob is very good on Max. I'm interested to see what mid they go into the Damien. You need good survivability, you need good health. We've seen a lot of Pale mid recently to counter Max. We've been seeing Lola to counter Max in the middle. I kind of guess so, but I don't really like Lola or Pale all that much. I feel like pros are overrating it a bit too much. But Lou definitely isn't overrated right now. Very, very good since the projectile size buff, and a great counter to Damien, because what you can do, you got these invulnerability frames, invincibility, whatever you guys want to call it, because you've got M's that's got into Damien, because you can pop your super and star power buffy, allows you to be invulnerable, invincible, whatever you guys want to call it, for 0.5 seconds. You got Lou with his gadget. So these types of brawlers just allow you to not get chained on by the Damien. So they go with Sirius as well. Sirius is a brawler that has fallen off quite a lot right now. You know, he was completely broken upon release, received quite a few nerfs, and even in Brawl Cup, I feel like was a little bit overrated. Now, I think he's just pretty much balanced right now, I would say, which is nice, because I was very scared that Sirius would be pretty much always one of the best brawlers inside of the game. So we're going to go with Max, which is pretty good into the Lou. And what do we pair this with? I've seen Rico make a bit of a comeback here. I've seen they need something good that's not going to feed the Sirius, but at the same time, they probably need a bit of damage. So my guess is as good as yours in terms of what they go. I mean, you can't go Rico into a thrower. You could go another thrower into it. I'm going to go with a Buzz. I think that's probably to stop Angel Boy on the Buzz, would be my guess. But now they've gone double aggro. I don't know whether that's going to work out. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see probably like a Shelly here, in all honesty. I wouldn't be surprised to see what else is good into Buzz. I mean, Primo used to be really good into this, but I don't think he is anymore. I mean, Ems could be. I don't think Ems actually could stop all of this going on. I think Shelly probably is the play. I really do think that. They could go with an aggro brawler himself. Yeah, we're going to go Shelly. See, bro, just draft me in. At this point, I mean, Shelly did receive a couple of buffs. That's probably why I was thinking it in my head. I don't think Shelly's exactly a brawler that people rely on. But, I mean, you've got Fast Forward that I think received a... what was it? The gadget cooldown's gone down, so you get it more frequently. And she received a buff to her star power, which I don't think really did too much. But it's Shelly. Shelly's main goal is to farm off these tanks as much as possible. Was Colette banned out? I think Colette could have also been a solid brawler, but I think Shelly's just even better. I think, yeah, I just like FUT's comp way more, because Sirius is going to have a field day when it comes down to feeding supers from this Damien. I mean, it's quite clear here they've picked Sirius to counter the Damien. I mean, all it's got to come down to is if you're Novo, just potentially just trying to just get one of those game-winning plays, which typically, you know, with a tank, with an assassin, eventually you should be able to get a kill, but again, it's Lou. Lou's got an abundance of health for a mid-brawler. Also, you know, Shelly's a hard kill, and probably Sirius is a hard kill considering things as well. So Meow's using Wall Gadget again here. I mean, I don't hate it, but I just really prefer Heal. Just is going to go in and just get decimated by Shelly super. I mean, Filippo's going to double dash in, which looks really fun. Did you guys see Joker on the other gadget, by the way? That was really interesting and seemed pretty good. I mean, Shelly's going to go through here, going to get the kill onto Max. She's probably going to get out with these gems as well because of the star power, and he stays alive. I mean, at this point, what can you even say? Well, I don't have any more words left for FUT. How are you even supposed to commentate over this? This is just crazy. It really is. They're just a step above everybody right now. And it was quite hilarious to me because in the quarterfinals, it was all of bro's drinking out of wine glass. He's drinking water out of a wine glass. This is how different Angel Boy is in a minute. So I was saying, all the quarterfinals are 3-0s. I mean, once a really competitive region, I mean, EMEA is still probably the best region in terms of the best teams, but I don't know, like, there's something about this monthly final. I would have thought it would have been a lot more competitive, but FUT just clearly so much better than everyone right now. I mean, even last year, you had so many different monthly final winners. I know Humble was quite clearly the best EMEA team, but I think they won like one monthly final last year. If Humble won a monthly final, I think they won one monthly final this year. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it just seems like FUT every single time just seemed to win. I mean, I think Sebas put out a tweet saying, how do you stop FUT? Like, how do you stop them at Worlds or whatever else? Like, I think honestly, the only thing that's stopping them is Nob not getting his visa or Guesty not getting his visa sorted. These are the only problems that FUT have to worry about right now. But the thing is, you can't be complacent. I mean, maybe Novo can cook up something nice because Meow, 6-7 on the Guesty. Can he get the kill? He does actually confirm the kill. But Nob just pinches it perfectly. I mean, again, I didn't really love... I mean, in terms of Draft 101, it's like, do you really pick 2 tanks and then the enemy already has 1 tank counter? I mean, Sirius is basically a tank counter as well. Sirius is only good in tanks. That's why he's also dropped off the meta. It's because the tanks have fallen down. You know, your Franks, your Bulls, these 2 brawlers in particular have fell down the meta, so it's really hard for Sirius to make work. But, I mean, Novo could turn things around. Hypercharge. Damien's super... I mean, the Hypercharge isn't that good with Damien. I mean, just going to try and get his Hypercharge to work, but Lou is just too much of a big counter. And, yeah, I mean, Countdown is here. Are they going to be able to do anything into this? I don't think so. I mean, Meow gets the kill, but probably... I mean, he's doing his best. He does an abundance of damage, but I mean, he actually gets out. Okay, maybe I'm getting proven wrong here. Great play from Meow. Does get some good chains as well, and he can just continue with the pressure. I mean, this is just Damien stars at this point. You can leave it open, but eventually he will get through. So Justice got 2 gems, kind of leaves his max in no man's land, but hey, the reward paid off, and you know, it's nice to see that these guys are still enjoying it. I mean, this is one really underrated thing. But again, I'm going to highlight as much as possible. People don't talk about enough. Yeah, because of about drafts, gameplay, whatever else, but mental is one of the most important things in any competition. And you see these guys, they're laughing, and they literally nearly got swept. And that's a good attitude to have, in my opinion. Of course, you don't want to be too unserious, but time and time again, we see like Tensai with his goated, like his mentality. We see, I don't know, for example, it just didn't look like Humble were mentally there today. And it does play a big impact on how you perform on the game. Because if you're having fun, 9 times out of 10, your results are going to be better. I mean, maybe they're just enjoying life because like, okay, this is FUT. If we win a set, well, this is basically like winning a monthly final. That's kind of the same attitude I think, was it Kazaki had with Linane and Mebius in the first game. I've seen Linane was just laughing because, I mean, at this point, like, you can't even get angry, can you? Because they're just that good. You just got to appreciate it. So, I mean, this time around, Novo have been doing a lot better. Max has been picking up a lot of the gems. I mean, a lot of time, pressure will just literally win you games, and it just seems to be the case right now for Novo, collecting quite a few more stars. Hypercharge for Max as well, just going to pair with Damien. It's going to allow him to get another super. He's going to go for Nob right here. Okay, the gadget does do a little bit of work, but just look at that. I don't think Meow can he can't combo enough into Nob. Just really close to get a Nob down there. Survives, and look at all of these clones here. I mean, if Meow can get Guesty down, it'll be a miracle. It does eventually get him down, so the clones go down as well. Filippo can safely pick up some gems as well, thanks to his double dash, and he's actually going to pick up an aggressive gem as well. But Angel Boy is lurking, his dash as well. I mean, just going to go down. I think it's up to Meow to try and get his super here and give some life for the Max. So good super from Meow. Gets them all cuddled up nicely, but didn't confirm a kill. So FUT survive this one. They get the next gem as well. So that really looked like a time for Novo to get the lead, but a bit of a wasted opportunity with a Damien super. They can still win this, but not looking very likely right now. Meow nearly gets the kill onto Gesty. That was a very important kill. Angel Boy's going to get stunned out. Just gets the kill as well onto Gesty if you need to steal those gems. Filippo with a double dash. Okay, and this should be a set win for Novo, barring a complete threat. I mean, Hypercharge actually for Lou. Hypercharge super for Angel Boy, but they're just not got enough time or space. Okay, Novo pull back a set, but are we just delaying the inevitable? I don't know, but very well played to Novo. Jumping into set number 4, it is Dueling Beetles, an interesting map, and this time around it is Novo's map. So first pick Surge, they respond with Lumi and Damien instantly. I mean, a Surge first pick, how did that even make it through the bans? I don't know, maybe FUT have, I mean, they've replied with that instantly. Lewis double banned out as well. This will be interesting. How do you tackle Damien? Again, it is pretty difficult to counter this brawler. I mean, I think Ems would be interesting. They could go with like a grey Ems because you'd feed a lot. Okay, we're going to go max, maybe Ems. Max Ems would be good. But then we don't want to get out controlled would be my thought, especially against this Lumi. You need you need probably some aggressive brawler for this Lumi, I would imagine, or some health for this Damien would be my first impression. But let's see what they go. Let's see what they get. But these are the pros, so you never really want to doubt them too much. Okay, come on. I want to see the pick because honestly, I just don't know what they could go. Chester. Okay, Chester has fallen off the meta a little bit. He's seen a lot less Otis, by the way, because there's just so many other broken brawlers in the meta. But Chester's fine, I guess. I think they are vulnerable to some type of control brawler. Would be my guess. I mean, they've got Lumi. Lumi's got a really good matchup into all three of these, to be fair. I've got the feeling like, no, I don't think, yeah, Meeple. Yeah, control brawler. I was going to say Meeple or like a B or something. But yeah, Meeple's pretty good into this. So let's see how it goes. So yeah, but Meeple's got pretty good, I mean, Lumi's got really good matchups. I'm a little bit scared for Novo here. I feel like they have been outdrafted. I mean, yeah, Sergio is great, but he's going to struggle to get his... I mean, against Damien, he's not going to struggle to get his levels, but you know what I mean here. I think even Damien can do a lot because it is Hot Zone in the day. It's literally perfect super to... You know, you're going to get your super with Damien. You're going to entrap them in that circle whilst the circle is literally there in the Hot Zone. So again, Angel Boy is using the Wall Gadget. Wall Gadget just seems to be a better gadget in the pro's mind here, but... Yeah, that Rage Quit gadget with Meeple is just so incredibly strong. It's good to see that Novo are putting up a fight though. They're the first team to take off a set this month against FUT, but the problem is here, like, Surge at this level, how broken he is. I mean, at least he's... Imagine if they left Surge open before the nerf, that would be much more of a problem, but FUT get a bit of rhythm back here. Angel Boy's going to push up against this wall, and it's exactly what you can't do. And I feel like once FUT gets set up with the Lumi, with the Meeple, with Angel Boy gaining his super, I don't realistically know how Novo are going to come back here. So, yeah, just should have probably waited a little bit there for his teammates to pop, to push up. But now, just without his super, he hasn't really got any way to combat this. Damien Filippo breaks out really well, but guess he's got his hypercharge super. I mean, this is just like a masterclass. I think this is pretty much over at this point. The Meeple, like, this is an incredible Lumi game. They've got no true counters to the Lumi here when you think about it. I mean, it's just draft one-on-one at this point. Again, Chester kind of dropping down a little bit here. Filippo's trying his absolute best, but what realistically can they do now into the final round potentially here? It's hard to hype this up when FUT are just this good. I feel like Novo just know at this point that their time is probably up. I mean, Surge as a first pick is very, very good, but it's quite clear that they had the strategy here. They knew that even you need more than that to stop a Damien. You need, in my opinion, like a Nita. You need a Ems. You need a Lou. These are the biggest counters to Damien. I mean, yeah, Chester and Surge are okay, but you're not stopping them. You're just not stopping him over and over again. So Angel Boy, again, probably going to struggle to get... I mean, he's got 2 punches in there. He's probably, like, I don't know, a few more shots from super. There we go. He's got his super. Just take Damien sometimes 2 lives to get into the game. And this is a lot better for NOVO if they can keep the spawn trap. But the problem is it's just like Bonnie, well, like way worse Bonnie Super. You know what I mean? On this map in particular, it just makes me rewind time back when people used to go a lot of Bonnie or a few other brawlers that is able to gain back control so easily. And Damien is one of those brawlers right now. So double super there from Gessie, that is insane. Hypercharge already from Justice time around, so very well played for him, but he jumps into 3 players there. I think he got a little bit too excited. Again, probably should have just waited for his teammates to pop that, and then they could have capitalized a lot better. But now wasted hypercharge. I mean, Super's going to connect onto Meeple, but I think Nob should be able to secure the kill. I mean, this is just so crazy. Everyone is weak. Filippo's doing a great job flanking, by the way. He's playing in an exceptional max. And Nob manages to waste Super there and Gadget. So maybe NOVO could get something cooking here. Angel Boy's going to jump in. He's going to get the kill. I think Surge might have another hypercharge. This is just crazy right now. I guess he gets the kill. 3% is all that's in it right now. Hypercharge max super, but he needs to go now. I think just might have mistimed that. Hypercharge for Chester's going to do a lot of damage onto Damien. Cycles it, and the poison gets onto Gestie as well. It's going to go down to the wire. Another Gestie super. I think he misclicked his hypercharge because there's just so much going on here. Nob trying to make something happen. Max is just too aggressive for the Meeple. Angel Boy jumps, dodges that super, gets a double kill as well, and that should be it. Bar maybe just making a really good play with a hypercharge, but time is ticking. There's only 4% left in it. It's just too much. And FUT are your monthly final champions again. I mean, that was insane. Really good comeback from them. I feel like they've really didn't have any, like, I think a few mistakes there from NOVO, and they could have easily took that to a set 5. So yeah, it's just what good teams do to close it out. So congratulations to FUT. Again, probably going to be my last video recorded from here until we get back on Wednesday. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, GG is still ass. She wasn't picked at all. See you guys later.